Siemano, gramy dalej w Black Mirror. Jest to Halloweenowy odcinek. Boże, nie resetuj mi się. Halloweenowy. Za każdą obecność balon się pojawia. Także jestem, nie ma mnie. Jestem, nie ma mnie. Dam wam znać szybko na Discordzie. Świetnie, podgląd na TikToku. Dobra, mam podgląd, świetnie. Gramy dalej. Już wiemy, że Angelina jest tu.
I'll leave him in peace for now.
Stare drzwi.
The pane of glass is loose. I'll take it with me.
Aha. Po co wziąłeś szkło?
That was once a window and a door. You can still see the sealant on it.
Dziwne rzeczy zbierasz, Michael.
Hello? No one there.
Dalej nikogo tu nie ma. Chatka w lesie. Nothing interesting for me.
No. No. I really don't feel like speaking to anyone.
Aha, czyli jesteśmy zablokowani. Musimy tutaj wszystko zrobić. Nie możemy nigdzie. Możemy tylko do kościoła. Do zamku. Wszystko musisz zrobić w zamku. Great. To jak ja mam ją znaleźć? Gdzie ona jest? Raczej wszystko zebraliśmy.
If I don't pay Greg, it's good at least.
Gdzie jest ta laska?
The door is locked.
W pokoju Wiktorii już nic nie ma. Musimy tą walizkę zdobyć jakoś. Nie, to jest herbaciarnia, to nie. Wiadro z solą.
The bucket is how.
Po co ci soczewka? Po co ci te rzeczy wszystkie? Bez sensu. Czyżbyśmy znowu utknęli in the middle of nowhere? Nie widzę już żadnego menhira. Żadnego menhira już tu nie widzę. Nic tu kurwa już nie ma. Dlaczego są tylko 4 menhiry? O, drewniany kij. Nie
That must
widziałem
have
tego
been one hell of a
wcześniej.
rake. Now? That was probably a rake. I've attached the clamps to the stick. In theory, you could now attach even more stuff to it.
But what? What? Pani Wąsik, czy jest
Excellent.
pani
I know
tutaj?
of a sort of grappling hook.
Czy pani Wąsik jest obecna?
I'll need to use all my skill here, otherwise it's gonna fall off of the ledge.
Masz teczkę.
Got it.
Masz teczkę. Ciekawe, czy jest w teczce. Oby pieniądze.
A black plastic case. Let's see what's in it. A 10-pound note, a bottle of wine, and
Dziennik.
a notebook. Maybe it could tell me something about the owner.
Dziennik. 10 funtów i dziennik.
Aha! Here on the first page it says, Henry Stanton. What did our Henry write about then? Well, that's interesting. He appears to have been some kind of informant. At least, he recorded everything meticulously when he saw any castle residents in the tea room. 3 o'clock p.m. Tea time ends. Victoria forgets to close the horse again. 3:15 p.m. Bates checks the lock. Note, the key is hidden at Old Durgham Gordon. 4 o'clock p.m. Tea room empty. Use the opportunity. 4:30 p.m. Visit of Dr. Herman. And it goes on in the same vein. And here's a drawing of a horse.
Durgham Gordon. Kto to jest Durgham?
3 o'clock p.m.
Klucz
Tea
jest
time
ukryty
ends.
przy
Victoria
starym
forgets to close the
Durgramie
horse again.
Gordonie.
Everything very clearly
Ola,
documented.
obecność.
When he saw anyone in the Obviously, Henry Stanton wanted to know when he could get at the horse. I bet there's something valuable. But what does he mean by Durham Gordon?
Durham Gordon. Klucz jest ukryty. Klucz jest ukryty przy starym Durham Gordonie. I coś z koniem. Ale co z tym koniem? Pewnie przy obrazie jak.
This is the horse Henry described in his notes. This is the horse Henry... So, Fury, where's your secret?
O. Podejrzane miejsce.
Well, if that's not a button...
Może ty będziesz egzaminatorem elity?
Nothing's happening.
Otwory.
7 small holes all next to each other. But it kinda looks like you put something in. But it...
Wykałaczki! 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 Gdzie są te wykałaczki? Są.
The toothpicks fit perfectly, but somehow I get the feeling...
Będziesz egzaminować. Klucz jest przy starym Dargramie.
Let's see. Maybe this Durham Gordon is here somewhere. Looks like there's no Durham Gordon among these. The only names are Lillian, Garmer, and Lothar Gordon. The other pictures just have the year.
To nie to.
Let's see. Looks like there's no...
Nie ten obraz. W pokoju Wiktorii raczej też nic nie ma. Może w bibliotece?
Durham Gordon. Let's see. Ah, this is him. Married to Lillian Gordon. Durham Gordon.
Lillian Gordon. Lillian Gordon. Czyli chodzi o obraz Liliama. Raczej Liliamy. Liliamy, przepraszam.
Lillian Gordon was Durham's wife. Her portrait was painted in 1662.
1662.
Here's one dated 1659. It could be Durham.
1659. Jest Dergram. Dergram. Liliana. Liliana.
I can't make anything out at first glance. There's nothing unusual on the back either.
O Boże.
The frame is charred, but the fire doesn't seem to have touched the picture. The piece of frame seems to be loose here.
Oh.
Maybe it got broken in transit. It doesn't look like the piece just... What's this? There are 7 small holes here, just like on the stone plinth.
Oh.
7 small holes. A charred piece of picture frame. There are 2 metal pins in it. This must be the portrait of Durgam Gordon.
To jest Dergram.
7 small...
Myślę, że tak. Kiedyś do niego dotrę. Nawet blisko, no bo... Albo nie. Lori nie pamiętam, z którego rozdziału była, a ja robię Billiego. Who knows? Czyżby ściemniało? Czy mi się pociemniało w oczach? Dobry wieczór z pracy, Lost Boy, obecność, Ola, obecność, Happy Halloween. No, mam co robić. Lost Boy, obecność. Oj, to jeszcze kopę lat. Ja może w nocy pogram. Wyśpię się po wszystkich świętych. Piękna jest ta muzyka. Domyślam się, to będzie pewnie najgorsze granie w Dead by Daylight pielęgniarką. Ale zrobię ją też na pierwszy prestiż. Zrobię. A z Rifta jest strój dla niej.
The piece fits, but there are only 2 metal pins and 7 holes. The toothpicks can be pushed about 2 centimeters into the holes, but that'll...
Boże, to nie jest
A
łatwe.
charred piece of picture frame.
Dziwne, dziwne. Bo jeszcze nie wszystko. Nie grałem jeszcze Huntress. Ale ona jest spoko ze swoim rzucaniem na odległość. Dobra, musimy sprawdzić na frame'ie, gdzie mają być gwoździe. Nie takie łatwe. Sprawdźmy, gdzie wchodzą wykałaczki.
I can't make anything out at first glance. There's nothing unusual on the back.
Sprawdźmy, gdzie wchodzą.
The holes vary in depth. The toothpicks fit into the holes. Now I only have to find a way of getting them out as they are. A great idea. I'll break the toothpicks off at all the same length, and then put them in the holes in the piece of frame. That way I'll have a copy of the key.
Nice. Nice, masz klucz. Nie da się uciec od Dead by Daylight. Nie da się. Wszędzie mnie otacza Dead by Daylight. Wszędzie. To jest jak przekleństwo, klątwa, zaraza. Mam nadzieję, że tu będą pieniądze.
There you go. It fits.
No ja też kocham. Właśnie o to chodzi, że ja też.
I heard a clicking sound. Ha! That's it.
Pieniądze!
Whoa! There must be thousands of pounds in here. No one had better know about this. The inspector would have a field day. I'll just take a few bills with me as payment for the useful Mr. Gregg.
Z królową. List. List?
Wow, a really ancient letter. From Mordred's time. With a coat of arms and a seal. Looks like it was from a king. The letter is from a scribe of Pope Innocent III. It contains instructions for further procedure in terms of the incident with Mordred.
Oh.
Letter from the Holy Father Pope Innocent III to the faithful follower Lord Marcus Gordon, Duke of Blackmere. Esteemed Lord Marcus Gordon, I am writing in great anguish concerning the developments in the case of Mordred. My instructions regarding further modi operandi are to be carried out immediately as follows. Firstly, I demand the utmost secrecy and the sealing of all entrances to the ritual room. Furthermore, an academy will be established to conduct more thorough research into the possibilities for the 5 small portals. Concerning the large portal, all records and documentation are to be sent to the Vatican immediately, as the very foundations of Christendom would be shaken should its existence become generally known. Any talk, thoughts, or writings regarding the Shade Portal shall be deemed an act of heresy and shall be punished in accordance with the rules of the Fourth Lateran Council. Therefore, until the papal revocation to decree otherwise, the Gordons are henceforth responsible for ensuring that no one comes too close to the Shade Portal. With great faith in you and unending trust in God, I send you my apostolic blessing from the Vatican 29 Septembris 1213 on the feast day of the Holy Archangel Michael, Innocent III, formed from the earth, conceived in sin, born to be punished. Should man commit an evil act that is forbidden, a shameful act that ill behooves him, a vain act that is of no use, he shall in the end become fuel for the fire, food for the worms, and a heap of putrefaction. De miseria conditionis humanae, on the misery of the human condition.
List od Ojca Świętego Papieża Innocenta III do wiernego lorda Markusa Gordona, księcia Blackmira. Szanowny lordzie Markusie, piszę z wielkim niepokojem w sprawie Mordreda. Moje instrukcje dotyczące dalszych modi operandi mają być niezwłocznie przeprowadzone w następujący sposób. Po pierwsze, żądam największej dyskrecji i zapieczętowania do 21:40, myślę maksymalnie. Bal, obecność. Żądam największej dyskrecji i zapieczętowania wszystkich wejść do komnaty rytuałów. Dopiero w akademii ponadto w akademii ustalone, ale dziwna czcionka. Ponadto będzie nieustannie bardziej szczegółowych badań nad możliwościami 5 małych portali. W odniesieniu do dużych portali wszystkie zapisy i dokumenty należy pilnie przesłać do Watykanu. W przeciwnym razie mogłoby to wstrząsnąć fundamentami chrześcijaństwa. Wszystkie rozmowy, myśli i pisma dotyczące portali uważa się za akt herezji, więc podlegają karze zgodnej z zasadami Czwartego Soboru Luterańskiego. Dlatego dopóki dekret papieski nie zostanie unieważniony, Gordonowie są odpowiedzialni za to, aby nikt nie zbliżał się do portali. Ulepiony ziemi, obarczony winą, urodzony po to, by zostać ukaranym. Jeśli ktoś popełni niegodziwy i zakazany czyn, bezwstydny czyn, który mu nie uchodzi, próżny czyn, który jest bezwartościowy, ostatecznie zostanie jedynie pożywką dla ognia, strawą dla robaków i stertą zgnilizny o nędzy rodzaju ludzkiego.
Someone has written something on the back, but the writing doesn't look as old as on the front. The menhir in the hall must be hidden. The menhirs that stand around the castle seem to be directly connected with the demon gates. I wonder if that's what Victoria was trying to tell me before she died. I'll close the safe again, just in case.
Kocham, to jest trzecia część. Ostatnia część. Dowiemy się wszystkiego, jak się skończy historia. Trzecia część Black Mirror. Maciej, obecność. Słabo ci idą te obecności, Maciej. A jesteś często na TikToku? Żartuję. No znak, tak? Od samego papieża. Czyli tu jest gdzieś menhir.
A massive block of stone with a secret compartment. The globe is metal. I can't see a weld seam. I wonder... The globe is...
Czyli tu jest menhir też.
Yes, of course. They built the castle around a menhir. They probably carved the foundation stone directly out of the menhir when it had to be hidden. I'll mark it on my map.
No i co? Nic kurwa nie jest tu zaznaczone. Gdzie on to zaznacza, ja się pytam. Gdzie on to zaznacza? Gdzie są te menhiry? Ale to mamy 5 menhirów zaznaczonych. Gdzie jest kolejny?
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Adrian. What's up? Have you...
I think that'll be enough to start with.
Yep, that looks good.
Are you gonna continue working now?
That depends. Have you got anything for me?
Odnów kuchnię, odnów fasadę. Renowację herbaciarni. Bez sensu.
The kitchen looks like crap. When's it gonna be tidied up?
As soon as we get more jacks. At the moment, the roof would fall on your head if you did anything in there.
The facade could do with having the soot removed from it. I'm sure you've got a brush somewhere.
Yes, it's just... Miss Antolini said the facade wasn't that important.
Do I look like Miss Antolini?
All right, Adrian. I'll get to work.
And from now on, it's Sir Adrian.
LOL. LOL.
Huh? A telephone. Who could that be?
Telefon?
Hello? Oh, hello, Dr. Winterbottom. How are you?
Hello, Adrian. That's just what I wanted to ask you.
Everything's okay so far, thanks.
You're already 5 minutes late for our hypnotherapy session. I have some other appointments and really don't want to have to move them.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll be there as soon as I can.
All right. See you soon, Adrian.
Dobra, idziemy na sesję terapeutyczną, hipnotyczną. Sam tam idzie. Hipnoza B. Oh.
There were stars right in the middle of the hole in the ground.
Może jak ona...
What kind of hole? The hole Angelina fell into?
Yeah, and when I looked around, at first I couldn't see anything, only blackness. And then I saw something in the darkness. Small, flickering points of light. Until I realized that they were stars and they were shining there beneath the ground.
Well, that's a beautiful image.
They were laid out like a constellation.
Which constellation?
I don't know. Apart from Ursa Minor and Ursa Major, I don't recognize any of them.
Well, I think I do. Draw the stars for me again, Adrian. Maybe I can match them to the right constellation.
Draw them.
Constellations generally represent mythological figures. Maybe that has some significance here. It looks a little like the Corona Borealis, the Northern Crown. But this is made up of 7 stars, not 6. The Northern Crown is also open at the top, seen from the Northern Hemisphere. So, it depends on where you're looking at it from. The Corona Australis, the Southern Crown, is open at the bottom, which could also fit here, judging from the shape. But it has more stars, namely 11, if you count the binary stars as 1. Are you sure that there's nothing missing from your drawing?
Yeah, quite sure. 6 stars. It looked exactly like that.
And I can't help you any further. I don't know of any constellation which looks like that.
Well, never mind. It may not mean anything at all.
Perhaps. But if it's important to you, then it will be revealed sooner or later, Adrian. You can be sure of that. And how are you otherwise? I mean, as the brand new lord of the manor.
Weird, I guess. Everything seems so surreal. I mean, I've spent my whole life in Boston as Darren, and now I'm here calling myself the last Gordon, and sitting all alone in a half-burned down castle full of ghosts. It's lucky the construction guys are there, otherwise I'd soon be getting the feeling that I was a ghost myself.
I'm still here too, Adrian. You aren't all alone. Did you have the chance to say goodbye to your great-grandmother?
Yes. That was good. She gave me a few things to take with me as I follow my destiny.
May I ask what her last words to you were?
She told me how I can find peace in my soul. I shouldn't go down the same route as my father, but go to the bitter end and start at the Menhirs.
At the Menhirs?
That's what she kept repeating. At the Menhirs, at the Menhirs. They seem incredibly important.
Then you should take note of her advice.
I'd better take the drawing with me. Perhaps I'll have some use for it. I drew this during one of my sessions with Dr. Winterbottom. Or is that just a coincidence? The positions of the stars are laid out more or less like the Menhirs on my map, down to the last detail. There are 6 stars on the drawing, but I've only found 5 standing stones.
No właśnie. There is 6. A ty znalazłeś 5.
Doctor,
What's trouble?
it's been a while since I've had visions. Probably 3 days. What does that mean?
I'd say it means that the medication is working well. It could also be that the emotional events of the last few days have suppressed the images of the past for the time being. Either way, we're making progress.
You must have heard of the famous Gordon brothers, Marcus and Mordred.
Marcus and Mordred? No, not that I would know.
I mean the ones who built the castle, Blackmere Castle, 800 years ago.
Oh, right, them. No. What do they say about them? Have you seen them, Adrian? What did they tell you?
You really do think I'm crazy, right?
No. I meant in your dreams. In your dreams.
You said you knew Dr. Herman?
Yes, he was a very extraordinary man. We met each other when we were students. It was a great time. But I quickly realized that pathology wasn't really for me. Unlike Heinz, I was always much more interested in the living.
You studied pathology?
Amongst other things, yes. Are you surprised?
Not really, no. Apparently, my family had contact with the Vatican.
That's not so surprising for such an old noble family, is it?
There are portals that I have to find. They're entrances to a mysterious place, which is maybe the cause of all the evil.
What makes you think that? Who told you about that?
Victoria, just before she died.
Maybe she was delirious. Maybe she didn't know what she was talking about. Adrian, I think it's problematic to believe in a place that's supposed to be responsible for something. You're just shifting it away from yourself.
It's not a question of belief. This place is real.
Perhaps we should increase your dose from 60 to 90 milligrams. I really thought we'd made more progress.
Catch you later.
Take care.
Pizda.
I wonder if the record of a...
Muzeum już
Mr.
jest...
Michaels, it's good you're here. I wanted to come and see you.
See me? Why? Has someone else been murdered?
That's not entirely clear yet, but there has been a death at your castle on your estate.
What? You're kidding, Zach.
That's something I would never do, Mr. Michaels. Please, accompany me to the castle. The inspector would like to talk to you.
I'm coming.
LOL.
Here, come and look, see? That's the place. That's where Gregory was killed. They have already taken him away.
Right by a stone skull.
There's nothing more to do here.
I take it the inspector wants to talk to me, Zach? And he's gone ahead and is waiting for me in the castle, right?
It would appear so.
Boże.
Ugh, it's blood. Greg's blood. I just can't believe he's dead. Killed by a skull. Unbelievable. And what's this here? Black mildew? Strange. I always thought mildew grew in dark and airless places. Funny to find it growing here in this well-ventilated spot. The castle really seems to be slowly decaying. It's high time it was renovated. An even better idea would be to fumigate it thoroughly. Is this the stuff Greg wanted to use to clean the facade? It's an industrial cleaner. I've only seen as many warning notices as this on bottles of acid. I'll take it. And the brush as well. There sure is enough cleaning to do around here.
Że i ty masz to robić? Jako właściciel zamku?
A cleaning kit. A friendly Can I ask you something briefly? Do you know the story of the Gordon brothers?
No, but I know the story of Tom and Bobby.
Okay. Perhaps you should have a look at the abandoned house. I think there are some strange things going on there.
I see. What kind of things?
I'm not exactly sure, but I think people are tortured there.
Okay. What else would people do in an abandoned house in the woods?
Why does no one take me
You
serious?
want me to read your statement out to you? Bloody rituals, ancient curses, and mysterious...
Never mind. Goodbye, Constable.
Steve.
Steve,
Yeah?
can you tell me exactly how the accident happened?
The stone skull from up there hit Greg.
Yes, I thought so. But how could that happen?
I don't know. Greg was on his own out here. He was gonna clean the facade, like you said. Perhaps he took a break for a little pee, and when he was walking under the skull, bang!
I guess the ancient stone had been weakened by the fire. It just broke off. Maybe the vibrations of the drill shook the wall, and then the loose chunk simply fell down.
You can tell yourself that if you like, but if you ask me, nothing happens here just like that. This castle is jinxed, and everyone knows it. The walls are alive. When we bricked up holes, they were there again the next day, and it was just like that with the skull. It was just waiting for someone to stand under it before it fell down. That's how I see it. Well, please don't be offended, sir, but I don't want to be next.
What does that mean, Steve? Are you quitting?
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir, but I should have listened to my wife. She didn't want me to work here from the very beginning. Better to work for Murray without paid breaks than in the Black Mirror Castle without a head. That's what she said, and I should have listened to her.
Steve, please, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. And if I may give you some advice, find someone to buy the castle off you. Some rich acquaintances of yours from America. And until then, don't stand still under a stone skull.
I don't know what this thing is called, but Steve has used it. It's big, heavy, and makes a terrible noise. It has a gas motor, but the gauge says the tank's empty. I should get some gas first before I lug that thing around with me.
Nie ma żadnego wpisu o tym.
I'll just leave him in peace.
Ten jebany inspektor tu będzie.
Inspector, I'm sure there are a few questions you want to ask me.
But you know, I can actually predict what your answers are gonna be. I know you, and I'm sure you'll have a watertight alibi.
Yeah, I was with Dr. Winterbottom anyway. Exactly as set out in my bail conditions. Ask your constable.
Bravo! A cast iron alibi. You see, I didn't even have to waste my breath talking to you. I'll just have a look around here in this big castle full of old works of art that must be worth a fortune. I'll find out what I need to know from wandering around this huge estate, Mr. Legacy Hunter.
That's enough! I'll have no more of your insults. I don't know what you're busy figuring out in that miserable little skull of yours, and I don't want to know. I'm not any old castle creeper fumbling around aimlessly and who takes the blame for everything bad that happens. I am a landowner and the master of Black Mirror Castle, a powerful lord. And what are you? A small-time disgraced cop. So get out of here, now.
Okay, Adrian.
Sir Adrian Gordon to you from now on. And don't come nosing around here again until you've got a search warrant.
Boże.
Wow, that was long overdue. I won't take this anymore from anyone.
I'm not just anyone, I'm a Gordon. And not just any of them, I am the only one. The last of the weakling Marcus line will be the first of the mighty Mordred line.
O kurwa.
Yeah, from now on, I'm alone in the castle. Nobody else here. At last, I can have some peace. Nobody wants anything from me, no alibi, no money, nothing at all. I mean, apart from my ancestor, who just wants to take ownership of my body. I better not waste any more time in finding out what Victoria meant when she said all that stuff about the Menhirs.
Huh?
What did I just say? Nobody wants anything from me. What's that? Oh, I guess someone rang at the front door.
Dziwne. Kto dzwonił?
I drew this during one of my sessions. Down to the last detail.
Gdzie jest szósty? I kto dzwonił? Kogo tu nie ma? Dziwne.
door is locked.
Gdzie jest piąty menhir? Nie chcesz zasnąć?
In the corner, there's a richly ornamented mighty... What are these moths? It looks like mildew.
O co tu chodzi?
Ugh, it's as gloomy here as in more...
Potrzebowałoby się jakieś światło.
A power socket, but there's... A power socket, but there's...
Dobra.
A power socket.
Musiałbyś znaleźć generator. Chyba. Chyba generator potrzebujesz.
An empty pot. I have no idea what I can do.
Nic tu więcej nie ma.
A massive block of stone with a secret. The globe is metal.
O, jest kanister.
There's a whole load of gas cans here. All empty. That's a shame. But
Zobacz, gdzie możesz iść. Kościół. Możesz iść do kościoła.
hello, Father.
Adrian, well,
Father Frederick, I found a letter here, a very old letter. Please have a good look at it.
but it's from the Vatican. From Pope Innocent III himself. Do you know how valuable this is?
You mean if I auctioned it, I'd get a few bucks for it?
Yes, a few suitcases full. But I didn't mean the material worth. Pope Innocent is regarded as the most important pope of the Middle Ages. He called out the Fourth and Fifth Crusades and formulated the foundations of the pontificate, which is still used today. If this is an original letter from Pope Innocent, then it's a very extraordinary document. A dictum of trust from the Church to your family ancestors. You can be really proud of your family.
Wow, that's the first time I've heard that.
Until now, I always thought it was a rumor. But you've got it here in black and white. Your family has been personally chosen by the Pope to fulfill an important duty.
Sounds more like they were damned by it to me. It's quite obvious that this duty outgrew them pretty quickly.
We're all tested by God, and it's a challenge for every one of us. But only steadfast faith can lead us through the darkness to the light in the end.
Thank you, Father.
Thanks for the help.
May the Lord...
That give us nothing.
I'll leave him in peace, man.
Idź do latarni. Nic tu więcej nie ma. Ruiny.
A huge pile of rubble is all that I can consider myself lucky that I...
I tu też nic nie ma. Ciekawe, że możemy tutaj chodzić.
There are a few steps. I've no need to talk to Murray. The constable's convertible. Equipped with regulation light and
Witali,
repair.
obecność. Rower. Chcesz ukraść rower? No chyba nie.
I'm sure Zach won't mind if I borrow his repair kit.
Zestaw naprawczy? Dodam naprawcy do czego?
I've borrowed a repair kit from the constable.
Muzeum już jest otwarte. Muzeum już jest otwarte. Śmieci.
The sad remains of a bicycle.
Muzeum już jest otwarte.
There's a whole lot of nothing going on here. How does
Oh,
Murray make money
Boże.
with all this garbage? Oh, a donations box. For the bereaved, it says. Yeah, sure.
O
And a
Boże.
camera, so Murray can see whether people donate from the comfort of his own home.
Boże.
Various pamphlets on the history of Willow Creek. The river diversion, the old academy, skeletal finds, excavations, the dangers of swamps, and so on. Nothing really interesting there. All of the pamphlets were put together by this Edward guy. He seems to be really interested in history and archaeology. Various pamphlets on the river dive. Nothing really all of the pamphlets. Hi. Huh? The sign? Please don't. Strange guy. Probably not even a. If they'd been available in a series back then, Samuel wouldn't have had to have bothered with all the murders. What does it say there? I love blood and kill me. And what's that? Take my soul.
Nie, nikt nie był. Poza tym nie mam kilka cukierków, dałbym jakieś ochłapy najtańsze.
Are those plastic casts of Murray's ass, which he's selling as death masks?
Funny. Śliczne.
I don't really know what to find more shocking. That Murray's made replicas of Dr. Herman's severed head, or that someone has bought one of them.
No.
Those are the old things from the Museum of Local History. They used to be in here. The chains and meat hooks are just for decoration.
Beautiful.
It's got Diary of a Murderer written on it, in bloody writing. Yeah, right. There was a mysterious black ball in this cabinet, until Angelina stole it in order to open a portal to Mordred. Dr. Heinz Herman's bone-sawing utensils. Murray's murder marketing certainly takes on a variety of forms. A replica of Miss Valley's burnt corpse. This really goes beyond the bounds of good taste.
No, on jest jebnięty.
The lighthouse in miniature. Hand blown. A big wooden chest. There's a label on the front. Please donate. There is no way I'm gonna donate. Even if Murray... He'll understand.
Funny how history...
Hey, that's me. Wanted. Dangerous arsonist? The American tourist Darren Michaels is strongly suspected of committing arson. Witnesses who can supply information on the course of events on the evening of the fire are still needed. Every clue counts. All that's missing now is a bounty on my head. The Gordon Chronicle was in here. The note says that it's been removed from the museum by request of the Gordon family.
Ciekawe.
Well, compliments to Murray. The pictures are of the murder scenes. This is the lighthouse. That's the back of Blackmere Castle, the place where the gardener died 12 years ago. The stone circle. That's where Vic, Miss Valley's little brother, was murdered. That's Vic Valley. He was found dead in a stone circle. Hopefully, his sister never saw him here. Dr. Herman's death scene, director's cut, the endless version. If Herman hadn't been killed by Samuel, he probably would have been Murray's #1 goremeister by now. My father, Samuel Gordon, portrayed as a bloodthirsty murderer. I never met him, but somehow I can understand. That'll be a torture mask with spikes on the inside. I wonder...
Aw, sweet. Sweet.
An old bureau. Why's that here? Was someone murdered on it? The sensational part of the museum. No idea why Murray walled it up. Perhaps to save...
Nie, nie tak. A, wiedziałem, że tu będziemy musieli narysować. No raczej. Ciężkie. Co to jest? Tu jest stajnia i studnia. Gdzie jest jeszcze menhir?
The system for the sound.
Nic tu nie ma.
I drew this during. Down to the last detail.
Dzięki. To nie jest to. Brakuje nam czegoś. Jak zrobić z tego piątkę? Nie widzę tego. W ogóle. Tak, są 4. Skąd wiesz? Gdzie jest 5. menhir? Dziwne. Będzie 6. menhir. I po co ci zestaw naprawczy?
She doesn't. Hey, where's that skinhead gone? No matter how big my problems are, if I want.
Tutaj dalej nic nie ma. Of course. Jestem ready na wszystko święte. Zadzwońmy do wróżki.
Hello, Madam Fortuna.
Adrian, I knew you would call again.
Who else could it be?
Pick a card.
Stop!
Stop.
Ah, we have the Emperor.
Yeah, on the line. But it was in all the papers, too.
What? No, the card, Adrian. The Emperor card. You're gaining in external power and strength. You have a strong will. And I...
Widzę śmierć!
Death.
Again.
A bear will follow you at every turn and devour you.
At every turn. What the...
Adrian, you can defeat the bear.
How can I defeat the bear?
Clear the way for the bear. Then he will let you live.
The way for the... yeah. Thanks.
Oczywiście, że idę rano.
What a load of crap.
Load of crap, a dalej do niej dzwonisz. W sensie ja ci każę.
Dr. Jones's chambers.
Hello, Dr. Jones?
Wow, Mr. Gordon.
About the bail.
I wanted to call you about that. Sorry, it slipped my mind. A certain Charles Murray.
Only too well. But I wanted to tell you I'd
Is
already
he a friend of yours? That's good. Very good, in fact. That always goes down well with the judge. People with friends and advocates. Terrific. Keep it up.
Dr. Jones, you know much about English inheritance law?
Well, yeah, about as much as a bar.
So...
And that's making a favorable comparison. Are you having problems regarding the inheritance?
Don't worry. I'll ask the notary. Goodbye, Dr. Jones.
Seconds away. Next.
O Boże.
This is Adrian Gordon here again.
Ah, yes. How can I...
Could it be that the Gordons have been saving their money elsewhere, not just in the bank?
Everything's possible, but it's not mentioned in the will, and I don't know of it. But of course, you could cut open the mattresses and see. They now belong to you.
I've found bank statements from the Gordons.
And...
No, but I've noticed that every 3 months, a
There could be many reasons for that. It's not illegal.
I'll be in touch, Mr. Dukes.
Of course, Mr. Gordon.
Ciekawe, czy dostajemy. A kiedy jest procesja?
Can I ask you something briefly?
Hmm?
Where's Spooner?
He's taking the rest of the day off. I think the accident at the castle is
Poor guy. Do you have any idea where Matt went to?
He was in the pub yesterday, but you could submit a missing persons
In the
report.
next life, maybe. Constable, do you know what I'm doing right now? They were built here before the Holy Ghost had even dared. Goodbye,
yeah.
Constable.
Hmm.
I'm not going back to Evo.
Śmieszne.
Still closed.
Dziwne. Gdzie ona jest? Denise. Hello.
Hello?
Hmm?
Does Bobby work here too?
Not really, but I can't stop him from cleaning the tables all day long.
What can you tell me about Edward?
Let's put that another way. Why should I tell you anything about Edward?
Well, I just wonder what it's like working with him all day long. He's not the most easygoing of guys. I mean,
He's my fiancé. Anything else?
Excuse me? You're engaged?
Got a problem with that? Then join the back of the...
Hey, do you know Ralph?
The tennis coach from Ipswich?
Surely not. The Ralph I'm talking about is a
Oh, then perhaps you mean Mrs. Puff's husband.
No, I don't think that's him. Has he got a doll called...
What? No, you must mean Bobby.
Well, whatever. Forget. There's a rundown house on the road that goes to the lighthouse. Can you
A
tell...
pathologist used to live there, I think. But wild horses wouldn't drag me there.
Maybe I'll see you later.
Pani doktor tu jest.
I better not go in there. How you doing?
Wonderfully.
You and Denise are engaged.
Yes, our families have been friends for generations. We spent our childhood together, and we will spend the rest of our lives together, God willing.
God willing. And you? Is that what you want?
Of course. Denise's father has already made me manager of the cafe.
Well, that's certainly a reason.
It's a huge responsibility, but waiting tables means a lot to me. It gives me great joy to serve our customers.
Let me guess. You'd rather have become a butler.
Indeed, sir. But the position in the castle was already taken. Besides, Denise's father needed a successor for his business.
Have you ever been in the local museum?
I'm very interested in museums of all kinds, especially ethnology and history, sir. But this thing here in Willow Creek really can't be described as a museum. It's much more of an omnium gatherum of unworthiness.
You've been in it?
Yes, a couple of years ago, when there were a few real exhibition pieces in it.
You actually wanted to work in Blackmere Castle?
Yes, sir. But her ladyship chose Sally instead of me. I still don't understand why.
Sally lost her life in the fire. You should be happy you didn't get the job.
Perhaps, sir, if you say so.
I'd better be going.
Please do us the honor again soon, sir.
Doctor?
What's troubling you, Adrian?
This curse, it really exists.
Adrian, you mustn't convince yourself of that kind of thing.
I've officially lived in the castle since this morning, and we've just had our first death. A workman. That just can't be a coincidence.
Oh.
Catch you later.
Take care.
Great conversation. Amazing. A może Ralph wie, gdzie jest kolejny menu?
That must be the Glance River. The water is cloudy and dark. I wonder what kind of fish can survive in there, and who catches and eats them. That must be the water's cloud.
Co ja mam tu zrobić? Latarnia. Hotel.
I've no need to talk to them.
Do kościoła też bez sensu. Nic się już tutaj nie dowiemy raczej.
I'll leave him in peace.
Nie tędy.
The correct... Hello, Father.
Adrian,
Thanks for the help.
may the Lord...
Skąd nie mam wziąć olej? Co ja mam tutaj w ogóle zrobić ty?
I've no idea where that path... This is the, one of many maniacs. There's a dent in the... This is the car of the, one of many maniacs.
Weźmy z samochodu benzynę. Albo nie.
I'll pay for... Oh, jeez.
Ktoś go zabił.
Bill is dead. I can't tell how he died. Maybe it's my fault. Anyway, I locked him up and maybe he died from extreme hunger and thirst. But wait a second. I locked the cellar door when I left, and it was open when I came back. Someone must have been here in the meantime.
O. No to grubo. Już nic nie ma.
Phil locked me in this compartment. No. No.
Ktoś go zabił.
A pile of junk, if ever I need anything. I don't want to see them. There's a dent in the hood. This is the car of, one of...
Tu dalej nic nie ma.
A huge pile I can consider myself.
Gdzie jest ta droga do chaty? Przez Black Mirror. Nie tędy.
I've no idea where that path...
Nie możemy już wrócić do chaty?
Ralph! Are you there?
Yeah.
Phil, the guy who locked you up, is dead. Ralph, did you hear?
The other one? What about him?
Which other one?
His mate.
No.
Mate.
Who's that?
Phil called him mate when he was there.
And when he wasn't there?
Turd face.
I'll leave Ralph in.
Dziwne, trudne. Ani benzyny, ani nic. Nie leży tu nic gdzieś.
Hello? No one there. I'll leave him in peace.
Ten posąg można wyczyścić. Ale tak naprawdę po co? Może ona jest szóstym menhirem?
Don't reckon this hole's got much. A stat. Oh, God.
Wyczyść ją. O piersiach nie zapomnij.
Wow, this cleaner is really powerful. It's even removing the marble. That was painted to look like marble. The statue's actually made of, I bet it's some sort of local stone. Granite, maybe. The statue's actually made out of ordinary stone. The statue's actually made...
To jest szósty.
I should have thought of that earlier. The statue is made out of the same stone as the other menhirs. And someone, at some point, carved a statue out of it. I've marked off all 6 menhirs. We'll see what I can find out with this.
Świetnie. Teraz musimy to dobrze wymierzyć.
Those menhir stand-in stone things around the castle are in exactly the same formation as this constellation. But what have those portals got to do with it? And where's the entrance?
No właśnie. No właśnie. To nam nic nie daje. Utoruj drogę dla niedźwiedzia. Nie, to nam też nic nie daje. Tego już nie jesteśmy w stanie wymazać. Jak wszystko ma być promieniście. Nie. To nam nic nie dało też. Dalej możemy coś rysować. Nie połączysz 5 konstelacji ze sobą. Nam nic nie daje. 2, 3. Nie daje to nam nic. To są wejścia. I dlaczego kamień węgielny nie jest na środku? A może wszystkie mają przejść przez to po prostu? Nie, bo to nic nie da. To nic nie da. O co tu chodzi? Patrzcie. Możemy z różnymi miejscami to połączyć. Na przykład z kościołem.
A link to the church passes through a site of a menhir. Maybe there's a portal there. I could ask the priest about it. A line from the menhir to the gateway ends in the middle of the woods. It's gonna be fun trying to find the right place.
Wow.
And I think the way to the crossroads in the woods does lead in the right direction. I don't really want to roam around the woods until I've been to all the other places on my map.
Wow.
Strange. So a line from the foundation stone through a menhir ends up at the hotel. There's absolutely no way I can imagine a portal being there. Maybe in the vicinity of the hotel.
Wow. Genialne.
If you draw a line from the foundation stone through the site of the standing stone, you end up right by the academy. Even if I know that there's a portal buried under all this rubble, I'd never get to it. No one would.
To się zgadza, że tutaj był portal. Pamiętacie, otwieraliśmy go.
So, the line from the foundation stone through the greenhouse ends near a swamp. I ought to check the place out.
Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć.
I'll make a note that I've checked out the academy.
Tak, tu był portal. Pamiętacie, byliśmy tu z Samuelem.
Hello, Father.
Welcome back.
Please have a closer look at the letter. It mentions a shade portal.
Yes, that's true. One big one and 5 small ones. But I've never heard about them before.
These 5 small ones probably mark the entrances that lead to the big one. The big one must be the shade portal that's described. Either way, I definitely think that one of the portals could be here under the church.
Under the church? But that's not... But no. That really could be possible. Samuel visited Marcus's grave back then, and what can I say? It collapsed. It's been inaccessible since then. I was very saddened by the incident. But if you think about it, that kind of thing can only collapse.
If there's a cavity underneath, bingo!
But doesn't it say in the letter that the entrances have been sealed, so that no one could ever reach the big portal? And that the Gordons must make sure that it stays that way.
Exactly. And I'm the last Gordon. After me, there's no one else to take care of it. That's why I've got to get rid of this whole thing for good. Thanks for the help.
May the Lord...
Dobra, hotel. A co znaczyłeś tu? Samuel. Aha, że te miejsca nie. Rozumiem.
According to my map, one of the portals...
Boże, ale piękna woda. Co on zbiera?
You're not allowed to swim in there.
On nie pływa.
This is something like a missing poster. 2 boys disappeared here after taking a swim. It's suspected that they drowned, but their bodies... A lovely place to get... Oh great, I bet the portal's in the middle of the river. There's no way I'm going swimming in there. It's November, it's below 0, and I'm a physics... I'm possessed by Mordred, not Jesus. There's no way I'm going swimming. Not exactly the bridge of trust. There are 4 menhirs in the river. That could be a pointer to the portal. There are 4 menhirs. What's Bobby doing there? Hey, Bobby, what are you doing there?
Hello, Darren. It's Denise's birthday today, but I haven't got a present.
And you want to catch her a fish?
No. I want to collect some mussels with pearls in them. I want to make a pretty pearl necklace for Denise. Yeah.
I see.
Daj mu.
Look, Bobby. Wouldn't that make a lovely present for Denise?
Oh, it's beautiful.
You can have it.
Thanks, Darren.
Those are the waders that Bobby had on.
Wodery?
With a huge hole in them. Huh. Bobby must have ripped them when he rushed to take them off. The repair kit is perfect, as if it was made to do this. Finished. There are 4 menhirs in the... There are 4 menhirs... Now I just need a clown's nose and some big shoes. They look exactly like the... Let's see. Damn, it gets deeper here. There's something down there, something dark, but I can't make it out exactly. Some diving goggles would be good, or something so I can see underwater without having to dive.
Ramy i szkło.
Fits perfectly. Now the bucket... Interesting. And exactly what I thought. There are some steps leading into the bottom. Unfortunately, the river has flushed tons of gravel down the steps and blocked everything up. Almost the same problem as at the academy. I've checked out 3 places and have found no entrance. There's not much use for the map.
O Boże. Mat nie żyje.
It's just a piece of flotsam with a raven sitting on it. Nothing unusual.
Aha, ciekawe. Bardzo ciekawe.
I hope the...
Na pewno nie są szczątki manekina. Wyglądał jak mat. Chodźmy ruiny.
There's not much use for them. I'm not gonna find anything else here. I'll leave the bucket here, too, in case Bob...
Okay.
I've no need to talk to him.
Teraz latarnia.
Even if I know that there's a portal buried under all this rock, unless someone decides to build a subway. Even if I know that there's a portal buried under all this, unless someone decides to...
Dobra, czyli to wiadomo, że też tutaj się nie dostaniemy. Czyli zostaje portal w lesie.
I've ruled out the ruins, the church, and the river. I hope we'll find something in the woods. If the map is correct, then you have to follow the trail here to the north to get to the place where one of the portals can be found. Quite swampy here. This must be the right place, though. No portal in sight. Oh, it must have sunk into the swamp a long time ago, so there's no chance of getting to it.
Czyli też odpada. Jeszcze jeden jest w lecie. Wykrywacz metali. Ciekawe.
Huh. That looks like an old metal that...
Wykrywacz metali, ale po co? Baterie i odbiornik sygnału. Kości. Kości.
There are lots of bones lying around here. There are lots of bones. The ground there is quite swampy. The ground there is quite...
To jest za most.
The bridge goes halfway out into the swamp, then it sinks into...
Czyli bagno możemy wykluczyć. Tutaj są jakieś kości. Nam nic nie da. Czyli zostaje las. Ta droga.
If I trust my abilities as a cartographer...
O kurwa. Są to jakieś zasieki? Dziwne. Zasieki.
A bear trap. It's called Mammoth. What the hell are they hunting here?
Ona mu powiedziała, utoruj drogę dla niedźwiedzia.
Or the people here want to protect themselves from a bear trap.
Utoruj drogę dla niedźwiedzia. Znaczy, naprawdę mamy to zrobić?
I'm not quite sure what I can use it for, but I'm sure This trap is no longer dangerous, but I'm sure it's not the only one here. And I'm sure they won't all be so visible.
Boże. To świetnie.
Danger of death. Access to woods. Warning. Hunting, sea traps, and shotgun. Am I in the wrong film? Willow Wars? No landmines? Huh. The signs are clearly trying to dissuade.
Aha, byśmy musieli wykrywaczem metali to zrobić.
That's too dangerous. I couldn't be certain to find all the traps in the under...
Czyli musisz naprawić stary wykrywacz metalu.
It's probably been lying in the swamp for a few months. The battery and the electronics are shot. The coil must still work. It's made of copper. I could repair it. I just need a new battery and something that you can use to receive electrical signals.
Czyli masz tą ścieżkę. Czyli wykrywacz metali ci jest potrzebny. Baterie potrzebujesz. I przekaźnik sygnału.
Still closed. Can I ask you something briefly? I found a bear trap in the woods.
I know there are hunters out and about all year round, but I'm sure they don't. There aren't any
What
bears.
are the traps for, then?
Maybe the bears have laid some to catch
You've
them.
got a logical explanation. The most important thing for you is that you don't have to... Goodbye, Constable.
Dobra, na tym kończymy. Zapiszemy jako wykrywacz metali.